Hey folks, Poser, welcome back, another Pokemon Master video. So earlier in the Champion Iris and Hydreigon video, right? The strategy sort of video, right? And Synchrid build thing and all that. I don't know. It's a weird, complicated, and compact video. I can't remember the title, but anyways, in the earlier video, I mentioned that 1 out of 5 Hydreigon could be a great facilitator for a lot of units with like overpower and devastation. So I thought we'd go check it out, right? Let's check out 1 out of 5 Iris and run her with the Alder and see how it works. Plus, it's not like the best comp in my opinion, but you do also get like you run both Unova champions on the same team. How cool is that, right? So anyways, 1 out of 5 Iris. So I picked up everything except for like that one breaking swipes node, right? Swipe. Not breaking swipe, a dragon rush node. She doesn't get anything at 1 out of 5, basically. She gets like a few stats. So we're basically just picking up like for Snarl move gauge refresh. That's like the big one. Nothing else is really that big of a deal. And even that, honestly, none of the nodes are a big deal. Because Snarl move gauge refresh is actually not great either, because if you're syncing with Alder, right? Trying to get turn 1 sync, or first or 3 turn sync with Alder, then like your first few turns for Alder is like train a move, star hit plus, and then like you're not even using gauges, so you don't even need move gauge refresh for Snarl, honestly. But there's just nothing to pick up at 1 out of 5. So it's just basically like a base kit champion Iris Hydreigon, right over here, more so. So anyways, let's go check it out then. All right. So let's go beat up Bruno over here again, just with the HP parameters, right? So, here's the comp we're gonna go with. We're gonna a full Unova team, actually, even with them actually sharing like a lot of type skills or theme skills, which is also pretty cool as well, right? Iris and Hydreigon, they share champion, obviously, and Unova with Alder Volcarona, and then Iris also shares obviously Unova as well, and Undella Town with Skyla. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, so that's a comp. As for Alder's grid, we will be picking up obviously overpowered devastation and move gauge refresh for Hyper Beam over here, and then Skyla is just the usual support Skyla stuff, right? After like I actually thought about it though, maybe Iris isn't like the best here. Like maybe Viola is still probably better, because Iris does debuff you faster, but with Viola, what you could do if you're running like with Viola with Alder instead is you could sync with Skyla first, because like the big thing about Iris is you could get Alder's max sync in the first sync cycle, right? But if you're running like Viola, you could get like -6 on the second sync cycle, right? But Viola also brings you like a lot of other things that are nice, right? It's nice secondary or primary tank, right? Also have the infestation for the extra trap damage. But if you're like, I guess if you're just doing like a faster stage, if you want to clear it faster, I guess maybe Hydreigon's a bit better, right? But anyways, regardless, this is a cooler team because you get, again, the 2 Unova champions on the same team, and it's cooler, so we're gonna do that, even though it might not be the best. And also, we're just gonna. The other thing is, unfortunately, no bug week stages here, right? So the other thing is, Iris might be a better nuker, even at like 1 out of 5, because Iris does more damage on the nuke, right? Because Iris is a 2.2 times multiplier versus Alder's 2 times multiplier, and Iris does have higher base attack than Alder has base special attack, right? The thing is, for that, right? Yeah, the only thing is that you do need -18 stats for that. So if you want to do that, you probably for a max sync nuke from Iris, you probably would have to get defense crush on Iris to make sure you get minus and plus it's gonna take a while. So like your first few syncs you could still sync with Alder and stuff, right? But like afterwards, if it's really late in the battle, then you could get a few syncs in with Iris and stuff. But yeah, here we go. First sync cycle, we get a max devastation over here. It's kind of like 1 out of 5 Iris is kind of like Electrode, right? Because Electrode also could get you this, except better because it's AoE, and you also get like some extra stuff, like the breaking swipes for damage debuffs, 3 heads for the move gauge regen stuff as well, right? So that's pretty nice as well. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase that first. Obviously, in my opinion, it's probably not the best to sync with Alder there first. It's probably better to just sync with Skyla first for the support EX buff. But yeah, anyways, regardless, let's just get that in. So they are decreasing their own defenses with close combat, which is always nice. Again, you should also, you know, hit the sides first because they're still doing their thing, right? With gradual heals, right, and all that. But yeah, regardless, yeah, it is much better to sync with Skyla first. So let's keep doing this then. All right, and this is a decent amount. There we go. Get another one in. Hyper Beam. Again, the move gauge regen does kind of help, but it would have been nice if at 1 out of 5, Iris also got Breaking Swipes move gauge refresh. I just wish they gave her like a bit more things at 1 out of 5, because like she really has like nothing at 1 out of 5. She also had like Breaking Swipes move gauge refresh. That would have been pretty nice though, but or MP refresh for 3 heads, but unfortunately she does not, which is kind of sad. Anyways. Alright, I think they're at -5 and 6, respectively, right? Yep. There we go. That should bring the mid to minus... stat mirror. Well, never mind then. Okay, and we're missing our hyper beams. Alright, let me get the Skyla EX sync in here first. Ouch, I guess, not really, but yeah, like I mentioned before, probably should have used, you know, if it weren't for this showcase video, probably much better in my opinion, to use like Skyla's EX sync here first instead of Alder's, even though it looks cool, right, to get, you know, that max devastation sync in the first sync cycle, but utility-wise, probably better to use Skyla's EX sync first, just so Alder's like next sync just does more damage overall anyways, right? Anyways, again, sadly we don't have Bug Week stage, or else like these Hyper Beams will be hitting a lot more damage than that. All right, we are struggling a bit for gauges right now, which is not nice, right? Which is not nice. We did get a bit of a breakup in the middle there, which is also not fun. But we should be able to get things back on track if we get like 1 move gauge refresh with Hyper Beam. Actually, I don't think we even need that. I think we're fine even without it. Yeah. Once we start getting like the gust queues back, right? Because we synced with Skylar there, which meant we couldn't queue up a gust, which is kind of important in terms of move gauge management and stuff, right? Yeah. That's the other great thing about Iris, right? Hitmonchan close combat's not doing too much damage. Not doing too much damage overall. Alright, they're about to sync. Not sure what I'm going to do here in terms of the heals. We'll have to see after the sync, right? I guess we'll heal up Skyla then. That's probably the better option. And also, Alder does give you Rejuvenate, which we also couldn't capitalize on since we synced with Skyla. But that's all the more reason why it's probably a much better idea to sync with Skyla first, right? All right. Close combat in again, just doing nothing. They're at like -6 physical attack, right? And then we have +6. +4, I guess, for Skyla. The physical defense. Really nice. Really nice, right? Anyways, whew. Okay, didn't need Rejuvenate there, but close combat again. they're at -4. Oh, well, -2 special defense. I guess they had a bit of a special defense buff. The only thing with 1 out of Iris is after you debuff them, you don't really have much to do. I mean, you can Dragon Rush, but your Dragon Rushes don't do like too much damage. So it might be better just like keep on like breaking swipe or I guess Snarl's probably better if it's neutral damage, right? Just to like in terms of move gauge. Right, but yeah, I guess you do have flinch as well, but again, it all depends on the game. 10,000 on like neutral, non-super effective damage. There you go, folks. Very, very nice. There we go, folks. Dual Unova champion team comp. Again, it's a fun team comp. Once Diantha drops, you get that run that with Diantha as well. Although, again, not a huge fan of Diantha Sync Nuke at all. But you could run the events, you know, event sync pair team with which I love that story event with both Diantha and Iris there. So anyways, that's me with this one. I guess hope you guys enjoyed. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video. So my channel for some more Master's content. I'll see you guys in the next one.